United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, good evening and welcome to Fort Mitchell City Council. I'm Mayor Jude Heeman. Today is August the 25th, 2025. To my right is our City Administrator, Edwin King.
Good evening.
And to his right is our City Clerk, Amy Gunther.
Good evening.
To my left is our City Attorney, Olivia Amlong.
Good evening.
Amy, would you do a roll?
Mr. Arlinghouse?
Here.
Ms. Berger?
Here.
Mr. Deathridge?
Here.
Mr. Dietrich?
Here.
Ms. Knockhazel?
Here.
Mr. Polkiers?
Here.
Dr. Rhodey? Here.
Everyone being present, I sent the agenda out to everyone. So I had a chance.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Mr. Polkiers?
Second.
Second, Ms. Berger. Anyone questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone oppose? The agenda is passed and approved. The council, you've received a copy of the August 11th minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Motion, Mr. Deathridge.
Second.
Second, Mr. Arlinghouse. Any questions regarding that? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone oppose? All right, motion carries. Citizens and guests, Mr. Steckel? Nothing. Anyone else wish to address council tonight? Mr. Kaiser, we haven't seen you in a while.
Last meeting. My name's Bob Kaiser, I live at 35 Virginia Avenue. Had the opportunity a week ago Saturday to have a sit down with Mayor Dave Hatter before, right? He's amusing. I mentioned I saw the payroll tax was reduced. He said, yes, it's the lowest in Northern Kentucky now. He said, we reduced our payroll, or our property taxes too. And he said, we're gonna cut them again this coming year. He said, property values have gone up so much. There's no reason for us to take our people's money with it. So, for what it's worth, mention what Mayor Hatter had to say. Open season on Dixie Highway now with mopeds and electric bikes and mopeds and stuff. Maybe think about adding 3 foot to the sidewalk along that side.
You remember that meeting, don't you?
I mean, somebody's been thrilled. My wife and I were coming home Saturday at 9:30. There's 2 kids on those scooters, no lights, driving along Dixie Highway where there's no sidewalk. I saw your boy shoot across the buttermilk
I know.
against the
He's one
light.
of them.
I mean, kids really got to be careful with those because they go really fast. You know, it's not like they're 5 miles an hour. They're really fast.
I am excited to say that I am working with Public Works. We are going to do an area, and we are applying for that same grant that we withdrew from, that we did. And what we're going to do is show the people of Fort Mitchell what it could look like. If we don't get the grant, then we can be, that this council could, and years council can continue to maybe evolve and widen that, put actual city monies to
And you might
that.
go put some more benches and things.
And more benches, but we are doing that. We are going to widen an area of that to show, and because I 100% agree with you. It needs to happen.
I don't mind the kids. I understand they're trying to get to school
I
and
know.
stuff. It's just, for the folks walking their kids to Beechwood, they can't see them coming. At least I'm walking back from Kroger's. I can see them and try to dodge it. But, yeah, they'll blow the horn for me to get out of the way, but they're not going to get out of the way. So, appreciate it. Thank you.
If you read the different things, Link has it. I mean, Fort Thomas and Fort Mitchell and Florence. I mean, they seem it's not just the community of Fort Mitchell. It is every.
I think a kid got hit on Erlanger a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's, they're just so fast, but thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, just a moment. So council, just to answer his, on the property tax side, I mean, one of the things I'm most proud of, we've talked about this, is the diversification of Fort Mitchell, of commercial property, residential property, and payroll tax, and they're diversifying. What scares me, Erlanger, Fort Wright, some of them have saved some of those, but you can't afford. I mean, we have a staffed police and fire department that I think we need to have the taxes of where they are, because, you know, the apparatus and the employees that we serve for the cities of Lakeside and Crestview Hills. I know our property tax, just for instance, our property tax here is .108. All right, Fort Wright's is .248. So even with that, I mean, our property tax is lower than Fort Wright's.
I know, I haven't seen recent figures, but I know we were, of the 16 northern Kentucky cities, Fort Mitchell had the third lowest property
We did not
tax.
raise again this year, so we've been staying, you know, status quo, but we've been spending within our limits and different things like that.
Sure, I think people forget that because they look at the
school tax.
the
They look at
bottom
the
line
school.
of their tax bill and realize, and they forget, Beechwood does have a high school tax.
Right,
It's just-
for
it's just a
our
fact, so-
services, that's pretty daggone cheap.
Agreed.
So,
Agreed.
anyway, I just wanted to address that, but I agree. Mr. Hens?
Mr. Mayor and Council, my name is Dave Hens. I was here a couple of weeks ago, asking that we get a simple arrow on a sign to avoid having semis go through the residential area of this street. I'm not sure when I left where I stood. Am I going to get help from council getting this? or
Taken
not?
care of, is my understanding.
We've been at it.
Well, don't tell me you can't.
No,
No, it's already been done.
It's done. It's been done.
The signs are up.
Kind of response until, what is the response?
It's completed.
It's completed?
The
Yes,
signs
sir.
are up.
I didn't see a sign up there saying.
Yeah, there's
Absolutely.
multiple. Yeah, so with your suggestion, and we agreed, so at the corner, the first one is at the corner of Grandview and Beechwood. There's a brand-new I-75, and with an arrow that points that you have to go there. Brand new.
What about the one as you exit the Home Depot?
We do not own that. We've asked for that. We cannot change that or add. We've asked Fort Wright, or Crescent Springs. You can go to Crescent Springs.
I went
We've
to
asked.
Crescent Springs.
Yeah, we've
They told me the
asked.
same thing. It's not our problem.
Right. But we
Say it
did,
to you, when that truck turns the wrong way, it's Fort Mitchell's problem 99.9% of the time.
we
And if
did,
you can get
we
the
did
money
add-
to fund a sidewalk on Crescent Springs property, which goes from nowhere to nowhere, I can't believe you can't find $20 and have somebody put up a sign.
So actually, I left Home Depot recently, and at that intersection, if you turn right, there is a very small no truck sign that I believe Crescent Springs
You're
put up.
absolutely right.
But if
But you
you're,
only see the sign after you've made the turn.
correct, so if
The
you're,
sign is useless.
so Mr. Hens, if you're in a truck, a large vehicle, you're watching traffic, you're not noticing that small sign that's there. So I agree with you on that. I know I had suggested 2 meetings ago that we maybe put a no truck sign at the entrance of Fort Mitchell Place, angled at that intersection. I think,
I'm not worried about Fort Mitchell Place, which is where you're talking about the condo complex there?
but if you put a sign at that condo complex, as someone's turning to look for traffic, they'll see
It's too
that.
late. You have to put it before they turn. If they turn right, coming out of that,
So that would,
shopping
that would
center.
be Home Depot's property, so that would be, private property.
it's Fort Mitchell's problem. And I can't believe that when you get money and send it to them to build a sidewalk at our expense.
With the sidewalk, Crescent
Forget the
Springs was on
sidewalk.
board with that, and they, no, this is fair, this is
You
perfect,
guys
Mr.
can
Hens.
do the- you
With
can
the
pull some
sidewalk,
strings.
Crescent Springs was on board with that. They gave authority, and I believe they even chipped in a couple bucks on it. With this, we can't make Crescent Springs do it, no matter how much we want to.
I'm asking Crescent
It's
Springs
not the
to do it.
money,
I'm
yeah.
asking someone to do it. I don't care who it is.
We unfortunately can't, I understand your concern, we unfortunately can't make Crescent Springs put a sign there.
Well,
We
I'm
can't
trying
do
to
it.
ask you to do it.
It's not our
Give
problem.
me
We
the
can't do it,
sign,
though.
I'll put
We-
it up myself.
We can't put a sign in Crescent Springs.
other people's
Nor would I
properties.
want Crescent Springs to put a sign in Fort
If
Mitchell.
somebody took it down, so somebody can put one up.
That's,
Okay, I hate to see somebody get hit or hurt
I mean, and just,
because of the lack of a simple sign saying, you gotta go to your left if you want to hit I-75.
and to emphasize, you know, what Mayor Heeman was saying, we did add 2 signs, so one is telling them to make the right, no trucks, make the right, at the strip mall there.
At Greenview.
And at
Grandview.
I'm sorry. And then there's a second sign at Beechwood Road there, and it says no trucks per our ordinance that we passed.
Where these new signs go?
It's at the corner of Grandview and Beechwood. So if you come out of Home Depot and you turn right, when you go across the tracks, there's 2 signs right there. One of them, both of them have an arrow pointing to turn right on Grandview.
To turn right on what?
On Grandview.
Go ahead to Buttermilk.
I'm not sure that's the answer.
We're not disagreeing with you, but we're talking about also what we can and cannot do.
All right, so I'm on my own on this now, right? Okay. Thank you for your help. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Anyone else like to address council? If you come up to the podium, state your name for the record.
My name's Luther Steele, E at the end.
What can we help you with, Mr. Steele?
I'm here about a road that's owned by Fort Mitchell,
Okay,
Chelsea Drive.
okay.
I had to get new shocks. The hole that's deep and that wide. We had a bad snow in the winter, and that road is owned by Fort Mitchell. So Fort Mitchell sent some really big snow plows through there, and it chewed up the concrete. So now, Chelsea, Seasons on Chelsea, we just repaved everything. All of the lots just got retarred, restriped, we fixed, and the potholes that existed that Seasons on Chelsea owned, we retarred them, repaired them, everything. Retarred, it looks great. But that road, as we come in, I'm turning this way, that way, because it's that deep. And seriously, I've talked to the office and everybody in there, Maddie, they said they just keep telling you and nothing's happening. So can I ask you, is there a timeline or is it on
I
this
have really
chart?
good news for you. I wish I had it. So,
Thank you, Jesus. Oh,
so
I'm a Christian.
I'm not a miracle worker, but I can tell you I got great news for you. So we just, it takes, believe it or not, it takes a while to engineer and go through. That road's been engineered. That road has gone out to bid. That we have selected a contractor. Mr. Tuis, that road is going to start,
I'll have a start date, November 15th is completion date.
okay, so November 15th is completion date. So that road is going to, and I'll apologize now, so you know what we're going to get ready to live through. We will be setting sections, I believe 1 lane of that road will be closed. They will tear out the whole 1 lane, the one side, and then the next side, so.
You know, we have school buses
I
come
know.
through in and
Correct.
out with kids, you know that.
We do, and so that was part of the whole bid process to be able to make sure the flagging and everything else and when they're starting. So the good news is it's starting almost any day now. The
November
bad
10th
news is,
what I'm gonna
yeah,
tell you.
November 15th is completion.
15, okay.
It'll be done.
It was 10th, wasn't it? What, he just went?
Nope.
Did he add 5 days? That's my engineer
Is
there.
whack-a-mole or something?
So, but it has to
I'm
be,
just kidding.
has to be completed by then, so
Yeah, no
it will be starting,
No
I
problem.
promise.
No problem. I appreciate it.
Thank you for coming
And,
up.
when we had that snow, I couldn't even get out. Thank God I had freezer stuff,
Yeah.
because it's a hill, and
Sure.
it's up, and it was
Yep.
just, the snow, it was a snow, I guess, once in 100 years or whatever happened
It was-
this past winter. But you know, I met a lot of my neighbors that I didn't know.
There you
Because
go.
we got together and shoveled out a couple handicapped ladies,
Yeah.
when you come together, it seems like catastrophes or something.
Yep.
Seem to bring out the best and the worst in people. So
Very
I
true.
appreciate that, Mr. Mayor. Yeah, that's
Thank
good.
you.
I like Fort Mitchell. I told them that. I told them that. And they says, well, I says, hey, it's who you
got
know. It's not what you know.
You know what? That's the worst city street
Truly.
on right now.
Right
and
now.
We win the prize because we're getting ready to redo it, so.
Great.
we know.
Now, the gateway, Fort Mitchell Gateway, is that Fort Mitchell also across the street? Wow, it looks great. I might be moving in.
There you go.
Thank you, Mr. Steele.
Thank
for
you,
coming.
sir.
Thank you for coming up. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Is the police chief here? Where, which one? Okay. You probably already know.
All right, anyone else wish to address council? All right, let's move on to the city attorney's report.
Okay. First up on the city attorney's report, we have a second reading of ordinance 2025-09, which is an ordinance of the city levying a tax of 2 cents on each $100 of assessed valuation of property in the city for the fiscal year 2025 to 2026 for the purpose of purchasing and maintaining public parks.
Council, again, that, I say it every year and every time, that rate cannot be changed by this council, and it's staying the same.
Motion to approve then.
Motion, Dr. Rhodey? Second. Second, Ms. Nockazel. Is there any questions regarding that?
No.
Amy, would you do roll?
Yes. Dr. Rudy? Yes. Ms. Nockazel?
Yes.
Mr. Polgier?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Arlinghouse?
Yes.
Ms. Berger?
Yes.
Mr. Dietrich?
Yes.
Mr. Duffy?
Here, yes. That's right. You had me when you went off the alphabet. Got a little confused over here. My apologies.
All right.
Motion carries.
Okay, next up on the city attorney's report, now that we know Mr. Dethridge isn't back here, we have the second reading of ordinance 2025-10, which is an ordinance setting the waste, garbage, trash, and recycling collection charge of $222.84 per unit per annum for the fiscal year of 2025 through 2026 upon the owners of improved real estate in the city of Fort Mitchell, Kentucky.
I'll make that motion to approve.
Mr. Polgiers?
Second.
Oh, I was going to say, I was going to second, so I don't have to say yes.
Ms. Berger seconded. Is there any questions regarding that ordinance? I'm sorry. Amy, would you do roll?
Mr. Polgier?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Berger?
Yes.
Mr. Arlinghouse?
Yes.
Mr. Dietrich?
Yes.
Mr. Duffridge?
Yes.
Dr. Rhodey? Yes. Ms. Nockazel?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Next up on the city attorney's report, we have a second reading of ordinance 2025-11, which is an ordinance providing for the assessment of real property within the corporate limits of the city and levying an ad valorem tax of .108 on each $100 of assessed valuation of taxable real property in the city for the 25-26 fiscal year and specifying the purpose for which the tax is levied.
Council, that's the second reading of said rate, is keeping it the same.
And it's the compensating rate.
And it's the compensating rate, that's right.
Motion to approve.
Motion, Mr. Dethridge.
Second.
Second, Ms. Nockazel. Is there any questions regarding that? Amy, would you do roll?
Mr. Duffridge?
Yes.
Ms. Nockazel?
Yes.
Mr. Arlinghouse?
Yes.
Ms. Berger?
Yes.
Mr. Dietrich?
Yes.
Dr. Rhodey?
Yes.
Mr. Polgier?
Yes, ma'am.
Motion carries.
Next up on the city attorney's report, we have a second reading of ordinance 2025-12, which closes and vacates part of Royal Drive and part of Grace Avenue with signed consent.
Council, if you remember, our attorney, Mr. Jim Parsons, came to the last meeting and described that. Is there any questions regarding that?
I'll make the motion to approve.
Mr. Polgiers?
I'll second.
Second, Mr. Arlinghouse. Is there any questions regarding that? Amy, would you do roll?
Mr. Polgers?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Arlinghouse?
Yes.
Ms. Berger?
Yes.
Mr. Dietrich?
Yes.
Mr. Dethridge?
Yes.
Dr. Roding? Yes. Ms. Notkeesel?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Last up on the city attorney's report, we have a second reading of ordinance 2025-13, which closes and vacates part of Royal Drive without signed consent.
And that's that friendly, Edwin, I don't know, we talked about it in detail, so.
Okay, if you have any questions, just let me know. That's the piece that the state abuts with the right of way. They don't oppose it, but they're saying they legally can't consent, but they're for it, so.
We'll make a motion to approve.
Mr. Dethridge?
A second.
Second, Dr. Roding. Is there any questions regarding that? Amy, would you do roll?
Mr. Dethridge?
Yes.
Dr. Roding? Yes. Ms. Notkeesel?
Yes.
Mr. Polgers?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Arlinghouse?
Yes.
Ms. Berger?
Yes.
Mr. Dietrich?
Yes.
Motion carries. I think that is your report. All right, under the mayor's report, I have one thing that is kind of exciting that we've been working on is the no solicitation. Back in, I believe in 1993, there was a no solicitation that was started with the city, and a list was formed. And through the years, you know, people have been able to put the no solicitation on their, on this. And then they have to, a person that is soliciting has to come to the city and register, you know, that they're going to go door to door and do that, which is their right. But we want to know that they're, you know, a reputable or a company and doing that. There's also regulations about what time they can come and everything else, but they do have to be registered with us. With that, we have created a sign, and it says no solicitors, and that you can place in the front. But I want to make something clear, is you can buy this sign from the city for $10, but we also have the list. So if you buy it and you don't sign up for the list, what we're doing with the list, because people have moved, the list is only as good as, you know, we keep adding names, maybe people are no longer with us, we're starting over. So we're asking people to sign up for the no-knock list, all right? But then if they want to have this in front of their house, they can also purchase this. So if we could get Link to help us and get this out, we are rolling this out on our Facebook tomorrow. And this is it's a big deal, because this is something that is on Facebook, it's on our social media, and people asking, and people should call. I mean, we've had somebody that was knocking at 9:30 at night. Nobody should be knocking on doors at 9:30 at night, you know. Everyone has a right to work and to sell or, you know, to solicit, but by no means they should do it the proper way. So we're excited to be able to do that. But you can purchase it, but re-sign up for two things. If you want the sign, which is separate than the no-knock. Thank you to Amy and Joe, I think, that worked on that. So, I'm pulling that off. That's all I have under the mayor's report. City administrator's report?
I don't really have anything. I spent most of the day digging out my email hole, but I got back this past weekend. Thank you all for your support while I was away, and certainly to the department heads for all they did as well. So.
Welcome back. and thanks for service.
Yes. Thank you for your service. Any questions for Edwin? All right, comments from council? No? All right. Is there anybody, the department head? Joe, you don't have anything? Nick? Chief? Amy, you got anything?
No.
All right. We've come to the time of adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion, Mr. Dietrich.
I'll second.
Second, Mr. Polgers. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Meeting's over.